Hey everybody! Wow, I'm really trying to get the picture to be brighter, but it's not working so well. I have a really important message. I haven't been on in a while. Kidney disease is kind of kicking my butt. You can see my face is kind of skinny. I also had a hurricane. Yeah, that was crazy. Category 1 took all the trees out in my neighborhood. It's been kind of miserable. No electricity for a week. And I've been putting up friends and family for a week, so I've been really distracted. But I listened to this program today with Dolores Cannon, and I wanted to pass on the information that she was sharing. Uh, you know, time is speeding up, and we're going through some tremendous earth changes. I think everybody kind of knows that, especially the plugged in ones of people that are really in touch with the energies going on. And she was recommending that our diets change and definitely our attitudes. And if we want to go into the new earth, the higher dimension, we're going to have to stay away from the heavy meats, beef and pork, and go into more chicken and fish and smoothies. Drink our meals and drink a lot of water and stay away from soda and sugar. Stay away from sugar. And so these kind of changes you make in your diet, I don't know if some of you are already doing it. I know I had to because of kidney disease, but it's really a kidney diet. It's kind of weird. I'm already there. And a lot of headaches and depression. These are Ascension symptoms, heart palpitations. We're all kind of going through some heavy stuff. And that's why I want to get on here to kind of share with you that you're not going crazy. Things are actually really ramping up. But the important thing is to stay grounded and anchored and stay as positive as you possibly can. Stay away from the fear and the negativity. Turn off the TV. Only watch uplifting shows. Stay away from the movies. I mean, the government and the churches, they're just spewing negativity, you know. We are way more powerful than we know, and you guys have been watching my videos for a while, know that this is always my message, but it's not just a frivolous thing. It's literally a lifestyle change that you need to make a huge decision to change in your life, because if you don't, the repercussions are you stay in this very heavy third dimension earth and you don't ascend. And what is waiting for us on the new earth is like a heaven. It will turn into our light bodies and love, lots of love and lots of high technology and lots of joy. And who doesn't want that, right? So when you are bogged down by karma, and I really think that because what happened to me in this life, that I am like on the fast track to getting rid of my karma. And why I've been talking to you guys is that, I've been doing a lot of work on forgiveness of people that have hurt me and trespassed against me. And I want to just bring that message to you, how important it is. And you can literally picture the person that's wronged you in your mind and tear up, physical tearing in your mind, contracts, and say, I release you, I forgive you, and I am moving on. I no longer am connected to you. And so when you do that with each person that's harmed you, it sets you free, makes you lighter, makes your soul lighter, and you're able to maybe not wallow in your past so much, which is really detrimental. I have a lot of trauma. I have had tears today over my dead son, because either the grieving process, it's very slow to go away. The body, is very slow to let go of. And have patience with yourself. Allow the tears to flow. And then from there, you can lighten your load and realize that, he's in a better place. on the other side. I've been doing a lot of near-death experience work with like lectures and books and people that are mediums, and a lot of really good information about how amazing it is on the other side. Never worry about your loved ones. They're always okay. Unless they've decided to stay on the earth plane. But you can talk to them. They hear you and they see everything you do. Just because they're no longer physically with us, they're here spiritually still, because we're souls. We're infinite souls. We're immortal. And these are things that are the truths that are kept from us, that is so important for everybody to understand, so they don't have fear of death anymore, and they can let go and forgive people. And these are really important things that you need to really grasp a hold of and really take on in your energy body. And stay out of the lower frequency emotions: jealousy, anger, hatred. You know, they drag you down. They keep you very grounded in this low frequency. And the problem is that when you stay there a lot, like I complain a lot, but I recognize it. And then, I'll go and I'll meditate on it and go, okay, see, I have a caregiver and she drives me crazy. And, so there's this constant person in my life that, literally drives me crazy. And so I have to do a lot of clearing. Every time she leaves, I vent and then I clear. And so, but she's leaving. I'm getting a new caregiver. There's a lot of good things happening. I have my sound bed frequency vibration coming in soon, which anybody that's interested in being healed by my sound bed, I'm in Houston. I think you guys have my email. I've set it katiehayesart@gmail.com. If you ever want to hook me up with hypnotherapy or this sound bed. I'm all about frequency healing, all about energetic healing, all about psychological healing, because I've done a lot of work in these areas and I'm seeing a lot of amazing things with these things that I'm doing. I just want to share a little bit of my life, and I'm really focused on healing my kidneys. And everybody tells me I can't do it. They'll never rejuvenate. And I don't listen to them, because I know that epigenetics is a real thing. And epigenetics is when you put your mind on something and you can literally change your body through meditative thoughts. So I've been using Star Magic healing meditations, and I did one today. I've been feeling like crap for like a week. And I did this meditation, and all of a sudden I felt energized. I feel good. I'm awake. I'm sitting here doing a video with you. But I've been sleeping for weeks. I mean, I sleep a lot. But I listen to my body, and my body says it's tired. It's mostly the kidney disease that's kicking my butt. I really need a kidney if anybody's got O positive blood and is such a kind soul. Having trouble finding one. I'm just struggling through, but I'm really trying to heal them on my own, which I want to thumb my nose at all the doctors. And my daughter, who's a nurse, she's like, you can't heal your kidneys, Mom. I'm like, watch me. I'm going to do it. So I'm bound and determined. I'm headstrong. I'm asking Source to heal me. UFOs, please, aliens, come fix me. The Arcturians, the Pleiadians, Andromedans, they're very lovely beings that they have lifted over hundreds of thousands of people off the earth and healed them from cancer to lupus to MS, everything. But usually those are their people. And, they're helping the ascension to happen. They literally seeded our planet, and they've been with us since we've been here, millions of years. And they've been watching us, and they're like parents. And the only reason we saw UFOs ramping up in the 40s is because we dropped the atomic weapon. And us doing that kind of shenanigans we're like children playing with big toys, and they realize, oh crap, they're too immature to have that kind of technology. So they've been shutting our silos down and really watching us and taking care of us because we're idiots. But so we are a grand experiment, and we are very important in the universe. And they realize that if we destroy this planet, that it will have repercussions all over the universe. And so they're really watching us right now and shutting down the nukes and really taking care of us. So they aren't allowed to interfere so much as to maybe like when they gave us fire, they literally put it in the when inventors come up with ideas and they think, oh, I came up with it. Well, this person and this person over here came up with the same idea. How is that happening? That's the consciousness. And that's what aliens do, is they seed us with information, slowly feeding us these new high technology information so that we can create this amazing world. And so the thing that I'm looking forward to is the free energy. It's already known about. Secret Space Program has the ability. I'm sure all of the armed forces are using it, but they don't want us people who would really benefit. I just went without electricity for a week. And you know how many people died in Houston because they didn't have an air conditioner? This is criminal activity. And when we get the free energy going, this is the new earth we're going to, by the way. This kind of idea where we won't have the stresses and the everything that's down here on three-dimensional earth, the fear, the survival, the working for very little money and trying to survive, all the bullshit we put up with down here, it's all going to go away. And that's why I'm encouraging you to heed my call, change your diet, change your thinking, tear up contracts, forgive the people, and start doing some work on yourself. Like, get into your subconscious and figure out how to switch up your negative attitude and what's going on with you and what you're holding on to. You got to let it all go. Let it go. And it's easy to say, and believe me, I am a perfect example of how hard it is to let it go. Because literally a song will come on the radio, remind me about my ex-husband, and I'm right there with him. And I'm like, no, I don't want to think about him. I don't want that energy in my life. So it's literally working on it every day. It's not just a matter of tear up the contract and let it go and forgive and you're done. Because of our human bodies holding on to stuff, it's just in our nature to not let shit go. And so it's a constant job, but it's well worth it, because staying in a positive mindset sets you up with positive things to come in your life, and you'll start seeing the world in a more positive way. You'll start turning off the negativity and you'll start going towards the positive. And I tell you what, the last 4 days I've been watching the Republican National Convention, and I grew up a Democrat, and I was so impressed because I just love Trump. I don't know, you guys might not love him, but I love him. And I know he's a flawed individual. I know he's a narcissist asshole. But on the flip side, he's one of the most loving, caring, intelligent, pulled together people I've ever seen. As a president, he was the best president we've ever had. You can debate me there. That's my opinion. And we're ready for another 4 years for him. And the convention was very uplifting and inspiring, I just have to say. He's just a badass. He's just my hero. Taking that bullet and coming out and saying, I'm still standing. No, nothing's going to take me down. And I'm just so proud of him. And so that kind of message, that kind of feeling, that kind of, I'm going to stand and fight and work for you and change this country. That is something I feel like more people need to feel like. Embrace your country, protect your country, bring businesses back to your country. That's what this should all be about. Not some zombie President Biden. He needs to step down. He can barely form a sentence. It's ridiculous. We've been suffering for 4 years. I don't even know how in the world he thought he was going to run again. Nobody wants him in. So it's just, there's such a weird, emotional, energetic thing going on around this election. It's crazy. But I just really, really freaking enjoyed that convention. It was really, really good. Very uplifting. But yeah, so a lot of good, bad, and ugly has been happening, and I just have been so distracted with my life and everything going on with me. And I wanted to touch base with you because everybody's going through something right now, and I just really want to relate to everybody in their trauma, and just understand that we have created this world. Even though you can't wrap your brain around, did I really ask to be a quad amputee? Did I really ask for my husband to leave me and all my kids turn their backs? Although my daughter did come take care of me last week, and I was really proud of that. It was really awesome. I get to spend time with my grandkids. But, because I'm positive, because I love, always loving, always saying loving messages, even to the daughter that turned her back on me and doesn't want to be around me. I love you. I just say it to her. And I say it to myself. And I admire all I've been through and how strong I am and how I continue to kick ass and sell my book on Amazon, Beautifully Broken, the Katie Hayes story. I'm working on getting my website, Katie Paints, back up. Been going through a financial issue, but I'm about to get a sound bed, and I'm dying of kidney disease right now. And I just stay positive because you know what? I'm not afraid of death. I literally feel like my mission is to talk to you. My mission is to be an inspiration. Because of what's happened to me, I want to share with you my strengths. I want to share the insights that I've gotten. I watch the Gaia channel a lot, and I listen to a lot of channelers and psychics. They're not always right. I don't always agree with them, but that's the beauty of filtering and discerning. You make your mind up. Some things resonate, some things don't. You take like when you listen to me, some things will resonate with you and some things won't. You may not believe in aliens. You may not like Trump, but you can hear my sincerity and where I'm coming from and know that I have a good heart and that I want the best for this country. I want the best for you. I want the best for the world, because envisioning the new earth and the beauty of where we're going and how we're going to create a new situation for our grandchildren, I mean, that's uplifting to me. I don't like dwelling in the fear and the negativity, and I really get turned off by the news, by the movies that are out. I know the CIA controls Hollywood, and they've got agendas. And what's interesting is when you watch the movies and you see the programming that's going on, how they're trying to make us afraid of aliens, which they could have destroyed us a long time ago. Are you telling me they're millions of years ahead of us technologically? And we're their kids. They're literally related to them. We have 23 different extraterrestrial bloodlines in every single one of us. So we're literally all hybrids. But people are just so close to it. They just believe in their little box, and it's like, okay, if that's where you want to hide, but someday you're going to have to open your mind up to the galactic understanding of what this entire world is here to teach you. And honestly, going through all the trauma I've been through, it's been comforting to me to rise up out of my little tiny 3D understanding, like my little me, which is the disabled white woman from Texas. Like, that's not who I am. My soul is immortal. My soul is so powerful. If I make my mind up to heal, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make my mind up to be more positive. If I want to make my mind up to draw love into my life, it's going to happen because we're that powerful. We're creators. We're co-creators. We're manifestors. But you have to get your energies equalized and stay in a good place and meditate on a regular basis, at least 10 to 20 minutes a day. You can take that much time out and close your eyes. And there's so many meditative videos on YouTube. My favorite are Star Magic Healing. And, and I download books on Audible and listen to them, and I end up falling asleep, but I know it's going in my subconscious, But, yeah, I just really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I love when you comment. I don't get very many, but I look at the views, and I just really appreciate the support because I feel like this is one way I can be effective. I can't get out of the house very much. I'd really like to do some public speaking, but some of my topics are a little strange, and I don't know if everybody, is really open to some of the topics that I like to talk about. So YouTube's kind of like my freedom space to kind of speak my mind and talk about some of these concepts that are big. They're big. It's like galactic. It's not small little me on this little earth plane, woe is me, victim story. No, this is, you are powerful. You can rise above anything you've been through. I've been reading books by women that were sexually abused from 3 years old to 18 that died 13 times. That's Kyra Raw. She did the Sophia Code. If you want your mind blown and your world expanded, it is amazing read. Amazing. And these are the books that I surround myself with, are these high frequency vibrational understandings that's making me grow as a human. And that's the information I want to ingest in my body. None of this crap on TV. I don't even resonate with TV shows or movies. I just don't. I want higher knowledge. And I know I'm a nerd. I know I'm weird. But that's what I bring to you in my transmissions with you, is some of these high frequency understandings of what our purpose is here. Every single one of us has a mission on this planet. And I know that when my son left early, I wanted to join him. And I almost did. Because I was done. I wanted to be with him. But I had other kids that were still alive. And I realized, wait a minute. I have a mission. I went through freaking hell in this body to build my life back up. Why in the world would I leave early? And this little voice came in my head when I was really contemplating suicide one night. And the voice said, hey, why don't you stick around and see how it ends? And I was like, well, that was very casual to be God, It's my higher self, which is connected to source. And that's why hypnotherapy is so amazing, because when you reach your higher self and your subconscious, you're literally they're channeling source, God energy. I mean, it's crazy. So amazing. I literally love my job, and it's helped so many people already. It's just been amazing. And so I made a decision that I heard the voice, I understood, and I realized I signed up for this. This is the track I went, probably to clear a shit ton of karma out of my field. That's what I imagine, of why my life had to be so hard. And I literally had a different attitude about it, like an initiation to the new Katie, the new paradigm of, wow, if I just pull myself up out of my victim story and realize what are the gifts that were given to me through the absolute hell I've been through, and really try to rebuild, and the positivity and the love in all these people and all these Matt Kahn, Star Magic, Riz Mirza, Lee Harris, God, I could tell you a million names on Gaia, these inspirational men and women that have literally influenced me and given me like a broader, larger understanding of what we're doing here, what my mission is. And it really started to give me such an insight into how important I am and how amazing I am and how freaking wonderful I am. And I realized that those are kind of affirmations that I tell myself on a regular basis. And that's what everybody needs to do every day, because who else is going to tell you how amazing you are? You need to recognize how amazing you are and let yourself know, I see you, Katie. I love you, Katie. You are amazing. And it's kind of like a conversation between your higher self and your lower self. And when people tread on you, I think the hardest thing in the world is to bite your tongue, count to 10, go away for a minute, and come back. And Matt has taught me, you want to come back at that mean, terrible, hateful person with love. Okay? My neighbor told me off because I walk my dogs without a leash. Called me all the swear words in the book. And I said, have a nice day. I can't bring myself to scream back at him. You know, it literally isn't in me anymore to be confrontative. And, you know, I can stand my ground, but I can't beat someone up when they're beating me up. Another example, talking to a family member, telling me what a terrible person I was. And I literally heard everything she said, and I cried, and I said, I'm so sorry. But I could have gone back on her and really walloped her with everything she's ever done to me that's really been hurtful, right? But it's like I can't lower myself to their level. I have to take the high road. I have to, because this is the new me. I am no longer the angry, reactive, knee-jerk, going to hurt you back, which is what human nature is, right? I mean, I have a roommate married to a crazy girl, and I listen to how they talk to each other, and I'm like, why do you try to destroy her back? Why don't you rise above and compliment her and let it go? And he can't do it. So I pity him, because I realize it's really a vibrational frequency we're talking about, a realization. You gotta be the high self in every situation. When someone cuts you off in traffic, when someone's rude to you at the store, you literally, for your own spiritual growth, need to take the high road. Every time. And as you do that, you grow as a soul. When you lower yourself to their level and yell back at them, you're feeding the negative. Where does that go? Isn't that what we got going on around the world? War everywhere? War, war, war. How long are we going to do that? How long are we going to try to kill someone back for killing us? That's literally the third heavy, dense earth plane we've been living on. If you want to go to the new earth, the 5D, the 6D, turning into a light being, you got to take the high road. You got to practice it every day. Family members, people that are close to you, turning their backs, betraying you, hurting you. Guess what? Let it go. Let them go. Tear up the contracts with them. Forgive them. But you don't have to put up with it. I'm not telling you to put up with it. Somebody that's hurting you on a regular basis, get out of around, don't be around them anymore. I'm talking about relationships. I stayed in an abusive 19-year narcissistic relationship, but I was disabled through 7 of it, and I knew that it was not good for me, and I literally had to escape into my own mind and stay strong until finally he left me for another woman, which was a blessing. But if I'd had the strength to do it and the belief in myself, See, I've come a long way. It's been 7 years. I've come a long way. If I would have been this badass that I am right now all those years ago, oh, hell yeah, I would have divorced him in a heartbeat. But I stuck it out, and that's what they did in the olden days. But when you got someone that's abusive to you, you don't have to put up with that shit. Stand in your sovereign self and say, I will be treated like the amazing person that I am. No longer am I taking this shit. So I stand with you if you want a better life. And that's what my message is here today, is knowing how strong you are. I'm so proud, and I really appreciate you, and I'm going to jump off. My dog's barking. I love you all. Mwah. Have a great night. Have a blessed day.